Good morning, my friends. Happy Thursday to all of you. Friends, there is a new inflation relief plan that has been approved. Many Americans will be receiving a $300 stimulus payment this month. However, some action will need to be taken in order to receive this check. So friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to learn if you are eligible for this payment. Also know that I'll be giving away a $75 Walmart gift card every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sundays. To enter the giveaways, please click and like several of my videos and comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. And remember, friends, that the more often you comment below a keyword from a video, the greater your chance of winning the $75 gift card. And at the end of this video, I will be announcing the winner of yesterday's giveaway. Thank you so much, friends.
Now look, here's they just put out their budget outlook. This is what they think we're going to be like in 2031. 4.5 trillion in revenue. They're going to have deficit spending. You know how most people would put out a budget, how they're going to balance? They're not even trying to balance the budget. $1.8 trillion deficit in 1 year, 2031. And this is where they're going to take the debt. You know, right now, we're at a little over $28 trillion worth of debt, I think 28.5, and we're about to hit 30 trillion. We've already passed the debt ceiling. They're projecting to take our federal debt to $45 trillion. 45 trillion. Now, they're assuming interest rates are going to stay down. They're assuming in 2031, the annual interest expense will be $1 trillion. So not quite a quarter of our entire revenue will go to interest, which we will get no immediate return on. It's all because of money that's been spent in the past in deficit spending. Now, put that in perspective. If we go to the 50-year average for the 10-year, just the interest expense would be $2 trillion, and collections would only be $4.5 trillion. I mean, this is...
Rebates worth up to $300 will be going out to more than 620,000 Delaware taxpayers next month under an inflation relief plan that cleared the General Assembly. This rebate, which lawmakers approved after first weighing whether to institute a gas tax holiday, will be in the form of actual checks mailed to people who filed a tax return in 2021 for the previous year's earnings. The cost is $186 million to the state, which currently has a surplus of about $1 billion. In addition to this rebate for taxpayers, the state will also send $300 checks to some 168,000 adult residents who did not file a return last year. The state hopes to identify those recipients through public records, such as driver's licenses. Checks for those recipients will go out after July 1st, 2022, once lawmakers appropriate the $50 million cost in the state budget that is usually approved at the end of June. The state has a detailed timeline of when checks will be mailed out. Also, Delaware Governor Carney signed the bill just minutes after the Senate passed it. Governor Carney told reporters, "My hope is that these direct payments will provide some measure of relief for Delaware families who are dealing with higher costs at the grocery store and at the gas pump. These direct payments to Delaware families are part of a broader, responsible budget proposal." A CNN poll released this week shows that the president's repeated efforts to highlight undeniably strong aspects of the economy's post-crisis rebound and to offset blame for its bad spots are not working. The main culprit is inflation, a force that the White House initially underestimated and has failed to tame. It has been decades since Americans have experienced this cycle of spiraling costs for basic goods and services. That shock is twinned with rising gasoline prices that also hurts families' budgets across the country. The result is a looming political disaster for Democrats, with voters in a disgruntled mood ahead of midterm elections that were already historically tough for a first-term president. Friends, the keyword for this video is lemonade. If you would like to enter tomorrow's $75 Walmart gift card giveaway, Please click and like several of my videos. Comment below this keyword, which is lemonade, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And friends, also please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said during a news conference, "I'd like to take this opportunity to speak directly to the American people. Inflation is much too high, and we understand the hardship it is causing. We are moving expeditiously to bring it back down." The Federal Reserve this week said that it is raising interest rates by 0.5 percentage point to get a handle on the worst inflation that America has seen in 40 years. It is the first time in 22 years that the central bank has hiked rates this much. The decision was unanimous, with all 12 members of the policy setting Federal Open Market Committee agreeing on it. In March of this year, the Fed ramped up its benchmark borrowing rate for the first time since 2018, increasing it by 0.25 percentage point. The rate increase will make new home and car loan and payments on credit card balances much more expensive, but in the process, it could cool the housing market, making it easier to buy a home and taking the heat out of rising prices. Some economists have explained that Americans could see results from the rate hikes in their daily lives as inflation simmers at the highest levels since the 1980s. Our U.S. president is placing an emphasis on reducing the deficit, which is a gap between what the nation spends and what it takes in. This is in order to blunt Republican criticism that the $1.9 trillion crisis relief package has left the U.S. economy worse off. Strong job gains over the past 16 months have increased total incomes and led to additional tax revenues. That means that this fiscal year's budget deficit will decline to $1.5 trillion, much better than the $1.3 trillion that was initially forecasted. Less government borrowing will in turn limit the financial sources of inflation. So friends, please tell me how you think the White House is doing to address inflation. Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, my great friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. I greatly appreciate all of you. The winner of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Kelly Engel. Congratulations, friend! Please note that if I have announced you as the winner, do check your notifications page to claim the gift card. Thank you so much, friends, and have a wonderful and blessed Thursday.